Hello, after a few previous pretty audiophilic review, today let's talk about a product that can be definitely called mass market. Actually, company Whizzer is pretty well known as a creator of few really successful in-ear monitors. Their A15 and A15 Pro dynamic driver earphones were a huge hit, at least at local market, delivering a really great price to quality ratio. But later then they focused on different true wireless models. They have few of them. I already reviewed one of them, B6 if I remember right, and today I will talk about the Type Kylin TP1S. It's a pretty affordable model, price is about $55. Not the most affordable, but definitely not the most expensive, and it's tuned to be a mass market product. So let's have a closer look. Package is simple. I actually seen a few different versions, and in some versions they used a bigger box, but I got this one smaller. They exist in 5 or 6 different colors. I got a blue one, and here are technical specifications. So typical playtime is from 3 to 5 hours. Usually it's about 4 hours, but of course it depends on listening volume. Case will give you 6 additional charges, so it's about from 18 to 30 hours in total, and they support only SBC and AAC codecs. Unfortunately no aptX, but actually it's the basic true wireless model, so no need in aptX actually, or no big need, let's say. Here are earphones themselves, and as usual it's really hard to pull out this internal part. We'll see if I'll do that quick. I won't have to cut this video, but probably it could be necessary. But I damaged them a little bit, but no big deal. And here you will have a set of accessories. Short manual, 6 pair of different tips, and USB-C charging cable. So everything you will need, and actually even generous selection of tips, more than usual in this price range. In terms of design, they are done to be pretty stylish. You can see nice round case, LED indicator here. It's actually glowing white, meaning that it's charging earpieces inside. Really good soft touch plastic, really pleasant to touch. Of course it would be a great present for your non-audiophilic girlfriend or boyfriend, or who knows. And here are earpieces themselves. You can see that they are made in the non-traditional form factor nowadays with longer stems. Maybe it could give a bit better quality of microphone, but not sure. I will do a regular test. And they fitting nicely into ears. Build quality is good, nice soft touch plastic, also plenty of colors. As usual, different tabs allows you to navigate tracks and so on and so forth. Here are LED indicators. This one blinks, it means it's pairing. This one is just connected. With proper tips they providing nice sound isolation, slightly above average. And what else I can say about them? Connection quality is normal, not stellar, because rarely happens some hiccups, but not often, usually when you enter some area with a lot of interference. Background noise is really low, delay for video is present, but it's also pretty small, so no big problems here. Microphone test I will add, and probably that's all I can say about them. What we'll get in the manual, actually it's nicely done. It's a quick start, power on pairing, music playback, click button on master headset to play pause, double click previous, double click right next. and unfortunately no volume controls, but anyway. So in terms of design and other stuff, it's traditional average true wireless model for modern market. And our traditional microphone test, I'm wearing this true wireless in-ear monitors right now and recording this part of video showing you their case. I won't apply any correction during the video cut, so despite the YouTube lossy compression, this part of video will give you an idea how do the microphone sound. And of course about the sound, it's mass market tuning, it's dynamic driver with V-shaped signature with pleasantly boosted low frequencies and slightly accented treble, so recessed and a bit moved to the second stage mid, so tuning that will satisfy vast majority of tastes, but of course not for those who like ultra resolving mids or something like that. But actually it's probably not the best true wireless model is not the best solution in this case anyway. Let's have some player on the table to show an examples, and it could be high B, and let's proceed. So bass is accented, it's like let's pause it meanwhile. It's not the huge accent, but definitely noticeable, probably slightly above average accent. Of course, resolution is average, but that's what we can expect from the true wireless dynamic drivers. It's okay for vast majority of usages, but of course it's not the something rich audiophilic overtone saturated representation. It goes pretty deep, as much as true wireless, actually as much as Bluetooth codecs allows, because wireless codecs are cutting the lowest bass. Anyway, it has a pleasant hit, and it has enough pump to sound great with pop music, with electronic, and also it's sounding pretty normal with acoustic instruments. But of course don't expect performance of wired models. And as an example, for the low frequencies, I got the Antwoord Banana Brain, probably the music that is created for such true wireless models. Nice accented fun bass line and good contrast with treble and the rest of music. And mids have normal resolution, but of course also not the wired one. Normal for the true wireless model, also not the most resolving, but actually not the worst in terms of resolution, suiting really good pop music, electronic music, and so on. Really forgiving for the quality of record, and adding a bit of additional weight, so mids are moved a bit to background and soften a little bit, but that's done on purpose to accommodate the overall tuning, so that's what we can expect with them. Good weight of vocals and instruments, but of course they lacking a bit of crispness on the upper mids. They are boosted on the upper mids and treble, but still a bit of crispness would be nice. Imaginary stage is about average, maybe slightly below average or just average, somewhere in that range. But layering is normal, as well as horizontal separation. And as an example, my favorite compilation of James Bond soundtracks, and one of the most favorite, one of the it's a-ha, The Living Daylights, and it's the case when band decided to reinterpret the classical James Bond franchise approach in their own style, and they managed to do it really stylish. And a-ha, it's first of all, it's all about the vocal, and this true wireless model delivers it pretty nicely in maybe not the greatest way, but still pretty good and actually better than I've expected. And treble is also bit boosted. Of course, it's not the huge boost, it's mass market model, so they were done with treble sensitive people in mind and with modern music in mind. So treble, of course, also simplified. Extension is slightly below average, but it's not because of the earphones themselves, but more because of the lossy wireless codecs. They cutting also treble extension. And still pretty clean, crisp, not sounding too metallic, not sounding too artificial, balancing low frequencies pretty nicely. And I got yet another unusual example. It's Powerwolf cover version made by Epica, Sacred and Wild. And what can make Powerwolf better? It's of course Epica's cover. And female vocal, symphony orchestra, and so on. Of course, it's not the track for such earphones, because orchestra and distorted guitars and vocals, so a lot of things going on here, and they require more technical treble performance, but still this model managed to sound at least on the normal level. And speaking about the comparisons, actually they stand out from the typical models in this price range by another Chinese manufacturers. There are a lot of them. I actually reviewed a lot of them. CCA, I even forgot the index of the CCA model. That one that was reviewed recently, but they are hybrid, so they are a bit more focused on the detalization, but sounding a bit less weighty because of balanced armatures. And comparing actually with that all that KZ S1 and others, this one is more V-shaped because treble here is more boosted. TRN T200 actually it's more bright and more focused on the micro detalization too. FIOS EW1 or EW3, don't remember index either, sounding a bit more natural and a bit better tuned overall, a bit more to the natural side. So to summarize this review and this part, Whizzer created a good model for everyday usage. If I remember right, they even have the sweat-proof protection, so they can be used during some workouts or something like that. And also they are stylish, they are convenient, and they have a nice mass market sound. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.